Welcome to very happy Merry Christmas. Christmas is not just a day on the calendar. It is a feeling, a pause in time, a moment when the noise of the world softens and the heart begins to speak. Across America, Christmas arrives quietly, on snow-covered streets, in glowing city windows, along highways carrying people home, and in small towns where porch lights shine a little brighter than usual. This is not a story about politics, not about headlines, not about arguments. This is a story about people, about America, and about a journey that began on a Christmas night. A journey toward 2026. Snow fell gently across the nation, touching rooftops in the Midwest, city sidewalks in New York, coastal roads in California, and quiet neighborhoods in the South. The air felt different, lighter, calmer, as if the country itself had taken a deep breath. Families gathered, lights flickered, carols drifted through the cold air. For a moment, the rush stopped. The year had been heavy. America had carried questions, worries, and disagreements. People felt tired of rushing, tired of arguing, tired of uncertainty. Yet Christmas came, as it always does, not demanding answers, but offering reflection. In a modest home somewhere in America's heartland, a grandmother stood beside a Christmas tree. Her hands were gentle, but worn, shaped by years of work, love, and sacrifice. She lifted a slightly faded star and placed it carefully at the top of the tree. Her grandchildren watched quietly. She smiled and said softly, "Christmas isn't about escaping the world. It's about entering it with courage." She told them that every generation faces storms. Every generation wonders whether the future will be better or harder. But Christmas, she said, reminds us that even in the darkest night, light finds a way in. That night, those children fell asleep believing tomorrow could be brighter. And across America, similar moments unfolded. A firefighter in California ended a long shift and sat quietly in his truck, grateful to be alive. A nurse in New York removed her mask, closed her eyes, and whispered a prayer for healing. A factory worker in Ohio wrapped gifts with tired hands, proud of honest work. A single mother in Chicago counted blessings instead of worries. A young dreamer in Texas opened a notebook and wrote on the first page, "Journey to 2026. Different lives, different struggles, one shared hope." America is not built by perfection. It is built by people who keep showing up. Christmas reminded the nation of something it had almost forgotten. That strength is found not in shouting, but in listening, not in division, but in shared humanity. The journey to 2026 is not a straight road. It is not easy. It is not guaranteed. It is a promise to rebuild trust, a promise to let kindness walk beside progress, a promise to measure success not only by growth, but by dignity. 2026 is not just a year. It is a question. What kind of America will we choose to be? Will innovation include compassion? Will progress leave no one behind? Will unity rise above difference? Christmas does not answer these questions, but it gives us the courage to face them. As Christmas morning arrived, the snow began to melt, just enough to reveal the road beneath. Children woke early. Parents smiled through tired eyes. Church candles flickered. City skylines shimmered. America paused, and in that pause, something shifted. People remembered that unity does not mean sameness, that hope does not ignore pain, that moving forward means choosing each other again and again. America stepped forward, not perfectly, not all at once, but together. Teachers returned to classrooms. Workers returned to jobs. Dreamers returned to plans once set aside. Small acts of kindness multiplied. Communities rebuilt connections. Families chose forgiveness. The road toward 2026 stretched ahead, long, uncertain, but visible. Christmas was never meant to be the end of the year. It was meant to be the beginning, a reminder that light still shines, that faith still matters, that America's story is still being written by ordinary people doing extraordinary things, by those who build, heal, protect, teach, and dream. The future is not something we wait for. It is something we build. Merry Christmas, world. The journey continues. Please subscribe to the channel.